So I'm going to tell you why Mercury retrograde is good for our kind of business. It is not necessarily good for every business out there, but I want to give you an edge and an insight that if you take care of people and you teach them and facilitate in some way for others to take better care of themselves, Mercury retrograde is a wonderful time for you to build business. Now, a lot of people have the wrong idea about what happens in retrogrades, and Mercury retrograde especially gets a bad rap. I woke up yesterday morning, actually, as this is being recorded, we went into a Mercury retrograde. I wasn't sure what day it started, but I felt very inspired to do a guided meditation in my recording studio yesterday morning. And I woke up, went in my studio, my audio equipment wasn't working right, it was acting really strange, and I was like, let me look up when the retrograde starts. And it started that day. You'll find the more tuned in you get to the cycles of nature, the way energy works, how things flow, and how you fit into that particular dance and rhythm of nature, you'll find that you just kind of feel it. Maybe when clients are canceling or they're coming at the wrong times and you're like, oh, let me look. And what I always recommend with intuitive scheduling is just go into your appointment book, whether you have an actual appointment book or you use digital calendar. Go ahead and make a note of just the 3 times typically a year that Mercury retrograde happens. Now, I don't think that it's a bad time of year at all, and here's why. Mercury retrogrades are when we are supposed to, as humans, just slow down and take care of ourselves. So the reason that there's a lot of electronic technology glitches, which the planet Mercury rules technology, the reason that this happens sometimes is we're pushing forward just like normal, and that's not how nature works. Nature comes in phases and rhythms, and so there are times to slow down and there are times to be really aggressive and move forward in business. Mercury retrograde is not one of those times for the majority of the world. But here's where it gets very different for healing practitioners. It's an excellent time of the year for upping our self-care game, and so our clients can be reaching out to us even more. I strongly suggest to my clients that they go ahead and they look at those specific times of the year that only last 3 weeks at a time. So you're talking about three-week periods. If they schedule more self-care into their weeks, on those weeks, and they are a little bit more gentle with themselves and everybody else around them with scheduling glitches, mishaps, it's not a great time for launching new products, new courses, not a great time to launch a book or a podcast or anything like that. But it's not a time to be fearful about, because if your business revolves around self-care, what an education opportunity that you have for your clients to teach them how to better utilize you during Mercury retrogrades. I love these periods because, as you know, I go deeply into looking at my own energetic template about how I work best, how I learn best, how I best deliver information. All those kind of things can be shared with you through your energetic blueprint, and that's all free. You can find all of that out about yourself at any human design resource site online, and you don't even have to pay anything. You can totally educate yourself, and I've given you links all through the program to be able to do that. But the funny thing about my particular astrological template is things actually work better for Pisces in some ways during retrogrades, because most of the time life feels like a retrograde to us. Technology is not our strong place, and so when the rest of the world kind of slows down a little bit, we can actually feel more more creative, more productive. And remember about the retrograde periods, anything that starts in RE, whether it's rejuvenation, rest, reorganizing, all those kinds of recharge your battery activities that help you step back and reassess what's working in your life and what's not working in your life. And the only way we can do that sometimes is to take a break, get still, and see what needs a little bit of tweaking and restructuring. It's a wonderful time to do the exercises that we have in the modules here, before and after this one, because if you revisit these modules and you continually visualize what kind of clients you want to attract, what you want your healing business to feel like, what you actually want to feel like as you're in business, in practice, engaging with your customers. If you do these exercises in those highly creative, restful times, you will reap great rewards. And I hope that you enjoy all the Mercury retrogrades for your business.